It's your girl Brandy here with Executing Black Business, your #1 business hub. And I am here to tell you all about some tips on how to start a consulting business. Let's get straight into it. First, you need to know what a consulting business is, right? So many times since EVB has been started, people come up and they ask, what is your business? What do you do? And I respond, I have a consulting business. And many times they say, okay, well, what is that? Right? Not all the time. I mean, not to say that people don't know what a consulting business is, but you have to be a little more specific. But I think in even being more specific, the first thing you need to do before even starting a consulting business, even if you're thinking about starting a business and you think, ooh, consulting, define consulting and know what consulting means. So I am going to look the word consulting up so that we have a very clear-cut definition of what a consulting business is, okay? And I'm going to put it on the screen too, but let me find it. Consulting is the act of providing knowledge, services, and or guidance on an as-needed basis to businesses, organizations, or individuals. Moreover, consultants are independent of the businesses that they work for. In consulting, the #1 thing that you want to do first is research what consulting is. So I've given you the #1 step for you to do. Define consulting and figure out, is this something that I can do or that I am interested in doing? Do I have the skills? The next thing for starting a consulting business is deciding what your niche will be. What area will you be providing advice and expert information on to people, right? So what is it that you're skilled at? What is it that you are an expert in? What is it that you have enough knowledge in that you can provide very valuable information through those skills to someone, to a business, to an organization, or to an individual who is coming to you seeking advice or help in a particular area? A really good idea in doing this would be jotting down a list of some key skills that you have. Say, for instance, for myself, in starting EVB and how we really came up with this brand was like, hey, or how we decided to get to the consulting piece of, we're going to review contracts, we're going to draft contracts, we're going to help with proposal agreements, we're going to help with business plans, we're going to do all these different things that involve reviewing and drafting, essentially. So the reason why I knew that that was something that I could do was because that is my area of expertise. I'm in the legal field. I specialize in doing these things. I have a skill of doing this. And not only because I'm in the legal field, even other extracurricular things that I do, freelance things that I do, this is something that I do, right? So this is something that I've gained enough knowledge and skill in that I can say, hey, I am an expert in this area. I can provide this service to someone, to a business, to an organization, and be sure that I can advise you when needed, right? So making a simple list and saying, hey, I am skilled in finances. I am skilled in networking. I am skilled in marketing. I'm skilled in photography. Whatever it may be, you can create a consulting business based on whatever skills that you have. There is no, oh, you can only consult on business or you can only consult on finances. No, you can create a consulting firm specializing in whatever you are skilled at because it is your business. Yes, you can tailor it. Yes, you can along the way learn more skills and add on more services that you provide within your consulting business. What is it that you are going to consult others in? What is that going to be? Specifically, EVB specializes in contract writing, contract reviewing, business proposal drafting, business plan draftings. We also specialize in business branding within our consulting firm. So you want to be very specific within that list of those skills, those talents, and just those areas of expertise that you are able to provide someone knowledge in on an as needed basis. Because we'll go back to what consulting is. That definition is providing knowledge, assisting someone, a person, an individual, organization, or business on an as needed basis, right? So the third thing that you want to do when starting a consulting firm is create a business plan. Ding, 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 ding. I know you all were probably waiting for that because you probably thought that was going to be the number one thing to do. But no, the third thing that you want to do is create a business plan. And that business plan is going to allow for you as the business owner to lay out your map of your business. Essentially, your business plan is the map of your business. How do you intend on operating your consulting firm? What do you intend on providing? Do you want to also have merchandise? Will you also have products? Will you only be service-based? How will you go about your marketing? Will you hire a marketing firm to help you with marketing? Will you do marketing on your own? Will you have employees? How will this business operate? And yes, obviously you're at the beginning of your business, but this is literally the map. You are mapping out what you envision your business to be and how you plan on getting it there. So you may not have everything right now at that time when you're creating that business plan, but you want to make sure that you incorporate everything that is necessary. So it is going to take some research into different competitors and some research into other into other consulting firms that may already do what it is that you're coming into the market doing. But obviously your originality, your creativity will be different, and that's what will set your firm apart. But you want to make sure that you create that business plan and you include everything that needs to be included in the business plan. What is the background of your business? Who is the business made up of? What's the history of the business? What is the goal of the business? What is the mission of the business? What is the budget for your business? You want to make sure you create that business plan. For sure, you need a business plan. Create the business plan, okay? The next thing you want to do when creating a consulting business is you need money, right? Gather the finances. So in gathering those finances, that may look different for a lot of different people. Of course, we all want to be able to use someone else's money, right? To start up our own businesses. We don't want to use our own personal finances, but sometimes that is where we are left. Sometimes that is where we have to start. Sometimes we may be fortunate enough to get a grant or a loan, or we may be able to get a private investor or an angel investor, or we may be able to raise money through a GoFundMe or through donations within our communities, or we may have a parent, a loved one, someone that's willing to give into this business cause that you're trying to create. But there has to in some way be finances. You have to have some type of funding for your business to be able to operate. To even be able to start your business, you need some money. So whatever that looks like for you, maybe you're saving up money from your current job to start working and beginning your business, your consulting business. Maybe you open up a credit card. Whatever that is, you need to figure out and you need to write it down. It needs to be included in your business plan. How do you plan to operate this business? How do you plan to open this business? How do you plan to sustain this business? If you are given this loan money, how do you plan to use it? What do you intend on doing? Do you have these things in place that you're going to use if someone does give you the money, if someone does loan you the money? What is it that you're gonna do? You need money, okay? As much as we don't want to believe sometimes that you can just get online, start a business, you don't need any money, it is not true. Yes, there are some free resources, there are some free programs, there are some free things that you can do, but you are going to need some money. You need some money for your consulting firm, okay? The next thing that I would say you need in starting a consulting business is you need to decide how you're going to structure your business. Do you want your consulting firm to be an LLC? Do you want your consulting firm to be a partnership? Will your consulting firm be a corporation? How are you going to structure your business? Is it just you? There's so many different ways that you can go about structuring your business, but you want to, of course, make sure that you do research, make sure that you structure the business in the best way possible for you, in things that can help you figure out how exactly you should structure your business are taxes. How do you want tax filings to be incorporated into your business? Do you want personal liability? Do you not want personal liability? Do you want the liability to fall solely on the business? Do you have employees? Will there be other members that make up your business? There's a lot of things that you have to take into account as well when you are deciding on the business structure of your consulting business, but it is something that is very important because you cannot be doing business as a consulting firm and not be a registered business. So you have to decide on that business structure as well. That is very, very, very important thing for you to do at the beginning of starting a consulting business. You also want to make sure that once you decide that, you have all your proper filings in place, proper filings with your state within your business. You want to make sure that you have that LLC filed, you have whatever business structure that you decided on filed with the state, you have any certifications and registrations that are necessary for you to be conducting the type of business that you are going to conduct. So if it is a specialized area where there's specific training that's needed or there's a specific certification that's needed, make sure you find that and you get it before starting any type of business with outside clients, because you don't want to be non-compliant with what is required within your state. Another thing is just going to be deciding on how you're going to get clientele. When you've gotten all this together, how are you going to get the clientele? How are you going to start actually consulting to clients and to people and getting people to buy in to what it is that you're providing them within your consulting firm? Will you have face-to-face marketing? Will you have online marketing? Will you have a website, which I advise you have one? Will you have social media accounts? What will you do to get that clientele? Because ultimately that is what we need, right? We want the clientele. The business will only sustain with clients, with income, with profits coming in. So those are some steps that you definitely need to take to start a consulting business. Those are the things that you need to do before beginning your consulting business. So if you are thinking about starting a consulting business in 2024, those are the absolute bare minimum things that you must do before starting business. Before telling anyone, hey, I provide consulting for this, you need to complete all of the steps that we just talked about in this video. I hope that this video was informative for you. I hope that you enjoyed it and you will share this video with a friend. Also, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you follow us on all our social media handles. Executing Black Business on all social media. Head over to executingblackbusiness.com where you will be able to learn more about the business and what we offer. And I hope to see you all in the next video.